of the state. You should have asked yourself this question before coming to fight Simon Ekpa. Because if you have asked this question and get an answer, maybe it will direct you. The answer you are going to get will direct you whether you are going to fight Simon Ekpa, a losing fight, or whether you are just going to allow them to, just mind your business. Because I don't know whether he actually have gotten the answer to the question he asked. He said, what baffles me is that governors of this Southeast state allow someone outside Nigeria to control what is happening in their state. The state the government. He said, are they not the chief security officers of this state? That's a very good question. I don't know whether somebody have answered him. But in case nobody have answered him, let me answer him. They are supposed to be the chief security officer of the state. But rather, they become the chief terrorist officer. These people who are supposed to become the chief security officer of the state has become the chief terrorist officer. They have become Adolf Hitler in their various states. In Imo State, they are inviting aeroplane. The other day, they used Tokuno aircraft to bomb Imo State against, in breach of United States Leahy agreement, the Leahy law. They breached it by using it on Biafra Air. But if you talk now, they deny because we did not have the video. So the answer is they are not chief security officer of the state. Now, if somebody have answered this question, I don't know whether this idiot will still go and start fighting me. They don't have chief security officer in Biafra land. What they have is chief terrorist officers. Those who killed those who elected them. Those who bring the military to kill the people that elected them. That is what you have. They don't act as chief security officer. Because chief security officer of a state is supposed to protect the people. That is what it means, chief security officer. As I'm talking to you, we have become their chief security officer in Biafra land. That's what it is, because we go to any length to protect them from the Fulani terrorists, from the military terrorists, from the police terrorists, and all these security agents, Bubago and all of them combined together. We become the chief security of those states. It is no more in the hands of these governors. So I think if somebody have answered this, addressed it properly without bias and prejudice, maybe he will not waste his time writing all this. Cars that can no longer be used in Finland, they break it and send it to Africa with all the things they will steal. Some of them are stealing cars on the road. Do you know how they do? In Finland, there are so many cars that are parked on the road when people have accident. When people have accident, I'm telling you the fact. When people have accident, they will leave the car by the roadside. Some of them have done this for many years. In the night, they will go with a towing van and tow those cars. And they break it. Bam! They send it to Nigeria. And they are doing business. I am telling you the fact. They are doing business. You see, the secret, I have their secret in my hand. Some of them they are stealing. They are stealing those cars. So when the car have accident, they will leave it on the road. And when they are driving, they will see in the night, they will go with a towing van. They will tow the car and take it to where they will break the car. They will break it there. Nobody knows. Engine, parts. They will be loading containers. Some people will load one container, they stole the car on the road. And then, because the car, they don't come there. Some of the cars already marked for destruction. They don't come there. Some people will come there and the car is missing. Nobody see the car again. Okay? These are the people that are fighting what I'm doing. Criminals. And they want you to preserve Nigeria so that they will continue to steal cars from Finland, accident cars from Finland, and they will be shipping it to Nigeria. All of them are people that are doing container business. I will be the one because I have all your secret. come here and you'll be writing chairman of Igbo Union. And then this one is secretary. This one is Mafia. I say no social. This one is social. You know, in kitchen. Get the bag of baboon. Are they going to fold their hands and do nothing? They are complaining. Simon Ekpa is living peacefully here, just like over 400 Igbo who are also citizens of Finland. You can imagine, over 400 Igbo who are citizens of Finland. I am a citizen too. Who asks you are a citizen? If you are a citizen, what has your citizenship benefited to Biafra people? What has your citizenship of being a citizen in Finland, what has he done? What has your citizenship done to Biafra people or to Igbo? Yeah? What has your citizenship done to Igbo in Finland? Nothing. Nothing. Only you come out for destruction. But today, you have failed. And if Ekpa is living here and causing problem in the southeast of Nigeria, he should be taken seriously and acted upon. I don't see anything happening to him from this end because they respect human rights. Oh, you know. Okay. So because they respect human rights, you see, we see what this idiot is saying. He said he don't see anything happening to me because here they respect human rights. So which means he knows that in Nigeria they don't respect human rights, but he wants to continue to fight for Nigeria. You understand? He said he don't see anything happening to me because here they respect human rights. So which means he is supporting a country where there is no human right. He is living where there is human right and supporting the continuation of impunity where his own children and wife is living, the second wife living. He wants them to continue to live in a country like that where their life will be in danger because they don't respect human rights there. He come here because he's here, he's safe. Every year he will go to Nigeria and sleep with the wife in Nigeria and come back to Finland and sleep with the one in Finland. Oh, everything is fine. Nigeria is going to be better. P2B is coming. Selfish interest. Selfish. The Nigeria criminal mind is in all of them. That is, they are never thinking of anything. How to commit crime, how to circumvent system, how to cheat the system, how to cheat the law. That is the only thing they are thinking about. They'll go to Nigeria, commit all this thing and come back. And all of them are, I'm from Finland. Every year, you gather money. You take a ticket, take $2,000, 2,000 euro, put in your pocket, in your account, go to Nigeria. You change the money, you have 3 million. Oh, I'm a millionaire. Everybody is following you in the money. Young girls will come to your village and say, are you back? In there, in a mokoko. You will tie a in your village. Everybody, I am back. Nebuchadnezzar. Nebu, I am back. Is he back? Yes. Which day did you come? I came yesterday night too. Our flight came late. So you have to tell them that your flight came late so that they will know that you entered plane to come back to Nigeria. In Ekpa, our plane came late. Oh, so what? No, you have to say it so that the person did not understand that they think that you come with a car. So you have to tell them that you fly in the air. So our plane came late. Village and Ekpa from Obodo Ibo. Ndi Boji. Yeah, also Obodo Ibo bata Christmas. Tie destroy and defy young girls there. You come back, all of you. Nigeria must stay. We will skin you people because in Biafra we are going to have strict law, just like in Finland. This law you are running away, going to Nigeria to do all those things, we are going to bring it to Biafra. Except you don't want to be Biafra, is up to you. We're going to bring this same law in Finland to Biafra. And we're going to make Biafra a better place. A better place. Yes. I don't know. Yes, they will tie Rapa and come out, with their the thing they cannot do in Finland. Without far, how their stomach, how far here. You know how the stomach is always like this. This one will be like this flat. Obiaba went to like this. Oh no, Afobia. I say batana marapa. Obuato. Kedu kurube. Oya potasiala. Chira potasiala, shega potasiala. Ebuteria ni. They will bring food in the morning. They will serve him food. Here in Finland, nobody served them food. Nobody served them food. But in Nigeria, they will be sitting and the food, bring food, and share, that is the life they want. And I'm working in the Igbo Union chairman of Finland. What are you chairman in? Let him bring one single thing he has done on the Igbo community here. Nothing. When I was the chairman, I was the one who made it possible for Igbo Union chairman to be funded by government grant. It was me. Everything that we did during my tenure was funded by government grant. Today, can they get grant? They can't. And this idiot came to meeting and boasted that he was the one doing everything. He was the one who applied the grant. He was the one who did this and do that. Tell him to apply for grant now. He has been there. He can't get 1 naira for grant. But during the time as a chairman of Igbo Union, I was the one who got grant. In fact, the first grant Igbo Union got was like over 20 years ago. I was the one who opened the door, but I have the key. Close it and open it. When I left, I closed it. Today, let them go and apply now. They cannot get 1 naira. I was the one who made sure that the Finland 100 years anniversary was recognized by the Finnish government. The Prime Minister of Finland signed it and approved Igbo Union Finland to be part of Finnish 100 years anniversary. It was me that did it. At least we were recognized in this country. So if you go to Finland 100 years anniversary, Igbo Union Finland officially was part of it because I did it. But these people, what they can do, they don't know what is integration. Criminals. You are writing against Simon Ekpa. You write the picture, the terrorist, arrest him because of envy. Even as when I was doing this thing for Igbo Union, they fought me. This is not, I'm telling you people, this one you see they are doing now is small. When I was the chairman of Igbo Union, they fought me. These are the people that when they want to do, everything they do is Iriji. When they want to do their Iriji festival, to contribute $20, 20 euro is a problem. They can't contribute. Before I become the chairman of Igbo Union Finland, they used to contribute 100 euros. They used to tax themselves 100 euros when they want to do New Year festival. Everybody pay 100 euros. That 100 euros is war for some people. They don't pay it. When I become the chairman of Igbo Union, that everybody stop paying. What I'm telling you is live and direct. Immediately I became the chairman of Igbo Union, nobody pay again because they wanted me to fail. They say, "Oh, let us see now how it's going to." And these are the people that when they were during their own tenure, I supported them financially. Upon Promego there. When I become the chairman, they stop paying. Nobody pays anything again. Let us see how he is going to succeed. But what happened? I started opening the door. Government started funding it. To pay that $20 they used to, 20 euro they used to pay, nobody pay again. Even if people that are paying $100, 100 euros before, they were paying 100 euros before. You get to my turn, I even say, make when I bring 20 euros to subsidize what we have for where no, they don't pay. It becomes war because they were waiting for me to fail. At the end of the day, I was the chairman for 4 good years. In those 4 good years, everything we did was sponsored by the government grant. Today, can they get it? The answer is no. They want to do something, everybody control. And they want to do something, people are paying the money. But when I was there, they refused to pay. These are wicked, wicked souls. And everybody, nobody is going there again now. Who want to belong to failures. That's what they do now, is to write against Simon Ekpa. And then people. They said I don't see anything happening to him from this because they respect human rights and here activism is allowed. Oh, they are just realizing that activism is allowed, but if terrorism is what is practicing in Nigeria, then that should be tackled seriously. You can imagine. Oh, you don't even know what I'm practicing. He said, and you don't know what I'm practicing, and you are reporting me. You are writing against me everywhere. You are not sure of what I'm practicing. You are writing against me just because it is Simon Ekpa. Let us kill him. We have pushed him here for the government to tackle, but I don't see government doing anything. Are you people hearing it? Hey, Felugo, shame on them. Shame on them. And you know, my own is when they stop is when I'm starting. I'm just starting now. Shame on them. But something can be done from Nigeria. Oh, after they have failed here, they are now telling the governors that something can be done in Nigeria. Let us listen to that thing that can be done in Nigeria. The governors of Southeast should stand up and defend their territory if they see him as a threat. Inokwa abdication of fight. Oh, wachakwa now. Inokwa no makuko. Mekwala abdicate. They have abdicated. They have actually abdicated. You can't stand up and fight. Fight Simon Ekpa and fight to finish. They can't fight me. They can't.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
The Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Tuesday summoned the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, Lena Filbananian, over Simon Ekpa's latest remarks to obstruct the 2023 general election in southeast Nigeria. The ministry, who spoke to his representative, Zuberi Dada, called on the Finnish ambassador to stop Ekpa from inciting violence in Nigeria from Finland with regards to the upcoming general elections. In the statement, which read in part, Dada said, "We have had some time to ensure that we arrest the situation, but it appears the situation is getting out of hand, and we are saying enough is enough. We should let you know, in very strong terms, that it is high time you really back Nigeria with the quest that something is done immediately because it threatens the forthcoming elections." Zuberi Dada further stated that the threat that Simon Ekpa posed toward the upcoming election is very high due to the large number of supporters he commands in Nigeria. This, in essence, is why we thought it was important for us to have the discussion with you so as to let you know our concerns and the displeasure of the government of Nigeria and the people of Nigeria on this very unhealthy development. While alluding to the fears and concern raised by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria against activities of Simon Ekpa, the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria said, "This is an issue we have been discussing. We share the concerns, we have discussed the matter, and as I mentioned, our law enforcement agencies are in touch and are cooperating. Also, is a double citizen as far as I know of Nigeria and Finland, and is therefore, as you rightly said, protected and safe and sound in his home in Finland. But we have to take his rights into consideration as well. So everything has to obviously be done according to Finnish legislation, which has very strong protections for freedom of speech."
All right, you're welcome back. And I want to show you people, you remember that the announcement today is that the sit-at-home start tomorrow, from 6 a.m. There will be no movement in entire Biafra territory, and the protest will continue until the 28th day of this month. And so do not fall victim of Nigeria state. We know that they are going to try to kill people and then blame it on us. Do not come out. I want you to understand that the article I'm about to show you now is the example of what the Nigeria Security Agency does to Biafra people, especially innocent people. So don't allow yourself to be used. Do not allow yourself to be deceived, because When they attack you, you will not be there to tell the story. I want people to listen to what I'm saying. Here is Okuzo, you know, this untold story of SARS deadliest den in Okuzo. They said today, corpses numbering about 35 were on January 19, 2023, discovered floating on Izu River at the boundary between Anambra and Enugu State in Amansa, Oka North local government. This is exactly the way they are killing our people, and that's why we are picking up arms against them. The stiff resistance by security agents to allow the NSAS protesters ingress into the Special Anti-Robbery Squad office in Okuzo, Oyi local government area of Anambra State on Friday might have heightened suspicion that the facility is a graveyard. We are going to do more of an exposition on this later on. The protesters, it was gathered, had planned to search the facility following suspicions that certain suspects were killed and buried in shallow grave inside the compound housing the SARS office. This is Nigeria for you. This is Nigeria for you. One of the protesters who spoke on condition of anonymity with Punch said, we were at the SARS office to exhume the bodies of some suspects killed and buried by the SARS people. I will be hearing it. They killed and buried them. These are police officers. We wanted to exhume their bodies so that their loved ones would know that they were alive and gave them a decent burial. This is the reason we have about 7,000 Biafrans missing. You know, we told the people that over 40,000 has been killed since 2015 to 2022, and 10,000 illegally detained all over Nigeria, and over 7,000 people are missing. So the 7,000 may be part of this number, or even more than 7,000 people missing. They have been killed, and their body parts have been, extracted from them, and they also throw them in a pit. This is what is happening, and Nigeria security agencies are doing this in Biafra land. These are the things we are fighting against. But the state police public relation officer Haruna Muhammad, you can imagine, public relation officer Haruna Muhammad Fulani justified why rioters should not access the place. Are you hearing that? They know what they are doing. A Fulani man is justifying why the people that want to go to that place to exhume the bodies as evidence will not, have access to the place. He said the office remained a police facilities that should be guarded. Are you hearing? So it is because of the police facility they are burying people there. You go, they take you to that police station in Okuzo, they kill you as directed by the Fulani. They are the one giving the directives. They are the one giving the directive to the Igbo people that are working there. Kill them. We are going to cover you. And now he is covering them. He said the office remained a police facility that should be guarded. Mohammed said the place has been converted to an annex of the State Criminal Investigation Department. The question you should be asking this man that is doing this is that, were there corpses buried there or not? The answer is yes. They are all the same. Accomplices in this crime. Accomplices in crime against humanity. Accomplices in genocidal crime. Accomplices in mass murder and murder. A murder case. See, this is what they do. It's covering them. The question is, did you kill Biafra people and bury them? It is not just about NSAS protesters. Did you kill young Biafra people and bury them there? Did you kill them? Those you could not bury there, did you throw them into the river? That is the question. But they will not answer that. They rather want to protect the place so that you will not go and see the bodies, decomposing body of innocent Biafrans. Amnesty International described the Okuzo SARS cell as the most notorious in Nigeria because of the human rights violation and abuse. Corpses numbering about 35 were on January 19, 2023 discovered floating on the Izu River at the boundary between Anambra and Enugu State. This is the second time. The last time was during P2B. They did the same thing in Amansa, Oka North local government area of Anambra State. A report by International Society for Civil Liberty and the Rule of Law indicted SARS for killing and dumping the corpses in the river. The riot group alleged that SARS of the Anambra State Police Command was responsible for the homicide and all that. So now, this is why you must stay at home. I am telling you now, before they will now be blamed on Ekpa. Stay at home because they know they can do anything to see whether they will force us to drop Biafra. That's what they are doing. Let us blackmail them. Let us kill people and put it on their head. There is no amount of killing in Nigeria state that will move me or move the agitation. I am telling you now, hold your people and let them not fall a victim. We love them. They are the reason we are doing this thing we are doing. They are the reason we are fighting. They are the reason we have put our life on the line. Tell them to stay at home to avoid being killed by the Nigeria security agencies. As just like I've just shown you now, you can imagine security agents that will have the impetus to kill people, butcher them, and bury them in a shallow grave inside their police station. They can go any length. So killing you in the street to blackmail Biafra is a small thing. If they can arrest people when they know that these people were arrested by policemen and people witness the arrest, only for the people to go to the station and never come back again, and they cover it. So what about, so what is it that they cannot do? Is it to come out with their mufti and kill you and say, oh, don't come out, we say sit at home, and that's it, and your cause will be there, and they say, oh, Biafra people have come again, they have killed people. We are telling you now, it is not going to take anything away from you. We are fighting for you, we are fighting for your future, we are fighting for your own good. Sit at home so you will not be a victim of Nigeria. Sit at home so that Nigeria will not help you. Or if you come out, Nigeria may happen to you, like it just has happened to other people. I want you to watch this.
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-president Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to our recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people, though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed, leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed.
Yes,
may Nigeria never happen to
do not let Nigeria happen to you. During this sit at home, do not let Nigeria happen to you. Is a brotherly advice. Do not allow Nigeria to happen to you during this sit at home.
Sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad, to getting medical treatment abroad. Some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them.
Yes.
Then they get
continue to hail it.
May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for me. Is Nigeria working for you?
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Mazinam Dekano. May God bless Sunday Bowo. May God bless Pastor Banji. God bless our ESM. May God bless our Liberation Army. May God bless Omar and the husband. May God bless our media team. May God bless our kings, our chiefs, reverend fathers, pastors, sisters, and all priests that are praying for us. May God bless all of you. I wish you all best of luck in this historic sit at home. I wish you all the best of luck in this historic sit at home. We are making history, and Biafra is here. The freedom of Biafra, the exit of Biafra from Nigeria is here. You must stand very resolute. You must stand very strong. We are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Bless you all. Remain strong, and see you again tomorrow. Thank you.
Nigeria, on a daily basis, witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extremists who shared ethnic and religious identity with President Buhari and the Fulani elite, which now dominates all key institutions in Nigeria.
To open an investigation specifically into the wide-scale and systematic killing of the civilian population, and most notably targeting the indigenous people of Biafra.
Clear that now we've put the Biafran issue on the radar screen of the government, of the Biden administration, of Congress.
Ongoing and wide-scale systematic killing of the civilian population, and again, specifically targeting the IPOB.
Of weapons being used against Biafran, but affirmatively supporting an effort to have an independence referendum organized and conducted by the United Nations, as we've done in South Sudan.
They formally open an investigation and look into what we are identifying as a genocide that's being committed by the Nigerian government and extremist Fulanis against the indigenous people of Biafra.
There's been nothing in experience since 1960 to suggest there simply is not a way, given the history of division between the Fulani and the Biafrans, to think that they can coexist under a single sovereign roof.
Hi, what causes in a poor man a kuruta? Ebube eluigwe mo bilion. O Japan to mene pilotimo. Olisabi ni gwemo biliano. Kulio bilio. Chukwo kikabiama. Boro na nyaga. Kulio bilio. Chukwo kikabiama. Boro na nyaga. Kulio bilisienu. Chukwo kikabiama. Buziere na nyaga. Kulio bilienu. Chukwo kikabiama. Buziere na nyaga. Maximum respect to my own talented leader, Prophet Martin and the Kano. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. They came from Sahel, they came from Chad, they came from Nigeria, Senegal and Mali, claiming our land, killing our people because of our blessings. My God, go to the bushes now, they're everywhere, kidnapping and killing people every day, raping and killing our women and men, slaughtering them in their vanland. Hey God, kidnapping and killing Christians night and day, and nobody they talk. Chimo, dividing and ruling we anyhow, as if you're not human being. My God, abducting and killing Biafrans every day, and the whole world to watch, the whole world to see. Kulio, Kulio, Chukwo kikabiama. Kulio, Kulio, Chukwo kikabiama. Corona nyara, wakasi zile kwebe na kurucha. Ebubeli kwebe Kulio. Oja kwantu mere pilo chimo. Olisabi ni kwebe Kulio. Kulio, Kulio, Chukwo kikabiama. They splitted us just to kill us. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. He go do me, we are one. He shone back, we are one people. The robo is so cold, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Ogoni Kalabari, we are one. Kalabana and Igbo, we are one. He go do me, we are one. He shone back, we are one people. Urobo is so cold, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Ogoni Kalabari, we are one. Kalabana and Igbo, we are one people. They splitted us just to kill us. They rape our papa, they rape our mama, they rape our wives, they rape our girls, they rape our sisters, raping even our children, raping their car with the concealer to women with the top and they die. Small, small, small.
And all of you will suffer if you don't repent. You will suffer. Mark my words somewhere, you will suffer if you don't repent from your evil ways. You take money from murderers and from killers to suppress the truth. Biden doesn't know what is happening in Nigeria because they rely on the ambassador to feed them accurate information. And that is not happening because they've been bribed. And that is why people are dying in Nigeria.
Maximum respect to my own diluted leader, Prophet Mazin Nandekano. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, you kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, you kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, you kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, you kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. They came from Sahel, they came from Chad, they came from Niger, Senegal and Mali, claiming our land, killing our people because of our blessings. My God, go to the bushes now, they're everywhere. Kidnapping and killing people every day, raping and killing our women and men, slaughtering them in the family. God, kidnapping and killing Christians night and day, and nobody they talk. Chico, they fight and ruling we anyhow. As if you're not human being, my God. Abducting and killing Biafrans every day, and the whole world they watch, the whole world they see. They splitted us, just the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. He go do me, we are one. He shone bank, we are one people. The robo is so good, we are one. He's on spirit, we are one people. Ogoni Kalabari, we are one. Kalabang and Dibo, we are one. He go do me, we are one. He shone bank, we are one people. Robo is so good, we are one. He's on spirit, we are one people. Ogoni Kalabari, we are one. Kalabang and Dibo, we are one people. They splitted us, just the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama, they rape our wives, they rape our girls, they rape our sisters, raping even our children, raping their car with the concealant to women with the top and they die. Small, small, small. Wake up na-eti n'ikpu o.